Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm in a different room today, different location, but I wanted to read on a few different things. I wanted to read on, well, these pardons for sale, essentially. That's what's going on, right? Rachel Maddow had a great show on it last night, and apparently some of the people that Trump had pardoned, one of them, his family gave Trump hundreds of thousands of dollars right beforehand. And they hadn't normally given him that money for his campaigns, but they did this time. And then Pogue, I think his name was, he was pardoned, or his sentence was commuted. And then we had this other situation where a billionaire had a fundraiser for Trump last week, and 500,000 a plate or something ridiculous like that. But Trump then commuted the sentence of a man who made that billionaire tons and tons of money through illegal means, and that's why he was in prison. So it really seems like Trump is getting the word out there, pardons for sale. So I want to know, is anybody going to do anything about this? What's happening here? Okay, 3 cards. So we've got Scales of Justice. We have the Justice card. Oh, that's interesting. And we have the 3 of Coins, and we have the King of Coins. There are attorneys consulting about that with that 3 of Coins. There are legal experts consulting about this. Is this something that needs to be challenged in courts? Is this, we have the Justice card. Does this stick? Is this a valid pardon? Can it be reversed? I've never heard of a presidential pardon being reversed. Can it be challenged? Let me look. We got the 6 of Coins. Okay, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about bribery. It's about bribery. They will be looking at this. Attorneys are consulting about this. Is there anything they can do? Is there anything? Would Barr have anything to say about this? We have the Knight of Cups. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Somebody's concerned about that. Gosh, I think there's a little bipartisan consultation going on here about this doesn't look good. We don't want this happening. By some Republicans, not all. And then we have the 3 of Swords. It's yet another kind of painful thing. It's also talked about behind the scenes because it is a part of a pattern that grows ever more concerning, right? Just the fact that he's just doing whatever he pleases. He's even saying, yeah, I'm giving these pardons because people have asked me. Well, the people that have asked him have given him loads of money. So, I mean, this is a bribe. This is a bribe. Or ask him, giving him the impression that if he does it, they'll give him loads of money. Is that happening? Is there any record of that? The Chariot. More is going to come out about this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's lots of dirt there. Ace of Cups. Yep, cup runneth over. There's lots behind the scenes there. He has, in fact, oh, no wonder I kept hearing bribery a few months ago, like that was going to be a big deal coming up. Not difficult to track, or how difficult was it to know that the Ukraine, asking Ukraine to manufacture a scandal about the Bidens was bribery. That wasn't difficult to track, but an even more obvious case of bribery was going to be coming up. So we will be hearing more about this. There are some who are concerned. All right, Spirit, this kind of thing just makes us all nervous because we're wondering, what in the world? Where will he stop? Will he stop at any point? What will he do? So let's see. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. He does have plan A and plan B. So, yeah, he's got an outrageous plan. Sure he does. He hasn't made a decision that he can go ahead with it. All right, Spirit, will he be prevented? King of Coins. There again. Okay, now I saw this before when I read. Here's the thing. The stability of our democracy is of interest to big corporations. It is. I kind of think they like a plutocracy, which masquerades as a democracy. I kind of think that's the way they like it to be. The people will go to work. They will feel like their rights are represented, unless things like this happen that are just so flagrant and happen repeatedly and mess with the stability of the whole thing. So there is some. Trump doesn't have to answer to much, but he does have to answer to somebody. And those who would fund his campaign, those who have a lot of financial power, they do have some limitations for him. And it's not like direct, it's through different, I think, senators. I do think that he speaks to Mitch McConnell, who lets him know what he can what will maybe get allowed and what would really get Trump out of there. So, that provides some continuity. Okay. I wanted to ask a little bit about, he fired McGuire, right? And I did a reading on that. He did fire McGuire. That too is another thing that makes you feel kind of nervous. So this new person, whether it's the acting one now, that German ambassador, or, American ambassador to Germany, whether it's that guy or the next one, will that person totally corrupt the intel? Will that person use intel against Trump's enemies? That's really what I want to know. We have the Six of Coins. Shady stuff. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got the King of Wands. And the Temperance Angel. I think there will be some of that, you guys. With these cards, I think there will be some of that against Democratic candidates. It won't be as successful as they liked. It won't be as much as they would like. It won't be as quickly as they would like. But there will be some of that. Well, then we have the Eight of Wands. Well, on a number of fronts, perhaps. So there will be some corruption in that way. Okay, Spirit, anything else? Two of Wands. Not to the extent that it defeats the Democratic Party, though. We still have the two-party system. And we still have, I've seen the Democratic Party kind of rising in ascendance, rising in dominance over the next years. And that, I think, will continue. So this is what I'm hearing. There will be some of that, perhaps, but it will not be successful. All right. Okay. Let us see. I wanted to look at an update on coronavirus, COVID-19. So what is going on with COVID-19? I have always thought it would be underreported. That's what's been coming out in the news. It's underreported by China. They changed the way they're recording cases or counting cases once and maybe again. And still, though, people are thinking it's being underreported. Is it? The Lover's card. Well, okay. Yes, but the World Health Organization is involved. They're in bed with, in a way, politically, in bed with others in this endeavor. China can't be completely isolated in this. They don't have that much power to keep it on the down low completely. There will be, the World Health Organization is involved, and they're going to be always pushing China to get more accurate reporting. I don't know if they'll ever get the most accurate, but they're pushing it. Okay. What about, I remember when I read on coronavirus, I saw a couple of other hotspots besides China. And in South Korea, it seems like the numbers are really rising. Japan has quite a few, but they're contained. Spirit, what do you have to tell us about that? We have the Ace of Swords, and that's like a lot of times inspiration. That's hearing. I think Spirit's telling me I heard right. That is correct. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. They will be charging after it, though, and really trying to contain it. I don't think it's going to be worldwide. I just don't. I mean, we have it, right, we have some cases in different countries, but it's not, it's contained in those countries. What else? The Nine of Swords. Okay. Sometimes worry is the problem. Sometimes worry is the problem. This is a situation where I did see it taking a while to resolve. You know, we kept getting the Three of Wands when I did that reading, like we're looking out over the sea, watching, waiting, that kind of thing, you know, where we'll be watching this situation for quite a while. But eventually, and I do think that eventually there's a vaccine. That it takes a while though, but then there's a vaccine that really does help. So worry is the issue. Please don't worry. That's what I feel like Spirit is saying. Please don't worry, you know. And the Moon. Go with your intuition, not your worry. The Moon. Okay. And if your intuition is telling you that's not so... And you know what's so funny about that? Maybe Spirit's telling me this. Because from the very beginning of this, my intuition was very strongly saying, no, you don't need to worry about that here. You know, because my brain would go to, oh gosh, maybe we should prepare this way. Maybe we should prepare that way. And Spirit, well, you're not going to need to worry about it. So there we go. So in the U.S. in any case, but I do think most industrialized nations that aren't, you know, close neighbors are really fine. They really will be fine. So yeah, it will be contained, and we do our you know, our hearts are with those who already have this illness, and, you know, wishing them health and happiness and well-being and peace. Yes. Okay. So let's see. I think that's about what I wanted to check in on today. Oh, goodness. There'll be more tomorrow because that's just the way it's been. It's crazy. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. Spirit comes back and tells me, focus on what you have to do today, what's right in front of you, what you can change, what you can affect, and that's what we can do. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.